Here we are with Savage Ravenloft, or Ravenloft Reincarnated. Savage Worlds Ravenloft. The Conspiracy at Krezk. Season 1, Episode 6. It is March 2018, and I am Devin, the Game Master. To my left, we have X playing Y.
Tyler playing Phineas Grousebottom.
Kevin playing Asher.
And Peter's Jack Angus.
Alright, gang, please recap for the listeners what happened last session.
We went to a monastery and found a bunch of dead monks.
We also located a spelunker. She was the one we were actually looking for, and she kind of explained a bunch of stuff to us to help put the pieces together for what we've been seeking.
Yeah, overall it was actually a very illuminating experience.
Illuminating.
Yeah, and now we're working together to enter our weird shared dreamscape to find her brother.
You guys are going cave exploring.
Mm-hmm.
So, listeners, I've printed out a cave map thing using a book called Veins of the Earth. I guess we'll host it online, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I don't think anyone visits our websites. You know what? If you want to see the maps, you just let us know on however you would contact us. Probably Twitter. Perfect. So, gang, where we last left off, you entered the dream cave world with your little lanterns and Priscilla Delisnia. You then traveled through the cave system and encountered a small pond because you're looking for like a lake or a river system. That small pond was not the lake or river system. It was a water bear, and it wasn't a problem because you killed it with lightning.
Yep, best thing to kill with.
Where we ended, you continued on through the caves and found the river. It is a river running through this cave, like an actual clean kind of almost freshwater spring source. And at the source of it is a waterfall coming out of like a rocky outcropping. And there's a small settlement/camp here. The camp is made of cast iron and, kind of pig metals. It looks almost like a colander or a strainer, like you're in a shallow bowl that has metal that's been covered over by rock and broken up bits of shale and ash.
Okay.
There is a... Whoa. Repeat is not on. There we go. There is a sort of bonfire in the middle of the place.
Oh, that's good.
That's
That is
lit.
good.
Well, I think we should check that out first.
So it is lit or isn't?
Is not lit.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, let's check that out.
It has a large industrial kind of looking wick that's been treated with chemicals. It has signs of recent burning on it. There seems to be a reservoir underneath in a sort of lotus bulb reservoir.
I guess we investigate.
Seems to be full of a substance that kind of seeps up from the stonework.
Does it look like the fire pit was meant to draw up the substance?
Yep, convection draws it up, it looks like. Phineas would probably recognize this as physics, math.
Good old physics.
I would
Can I identify the substance?
Looks to be some sort of goopy tar. Like tar.
Okay.
That's good.
Should we try lighting it, or should we save it?
Smear it on a stick or something. If we have extra torches, it saves us from running out of light.
Do we have sticks?
I mean, there's some bonfire thing here, then maybe there are some sticks there.
Oh yeah, it's on top of
Sure.
a bonfire, so... Or under
The bonfire itself is like a wick.
Ah.
There are also little braziers just dotting the perimeter of this camp area where the metal is.
Detachable?
It looks like they're like welded into it. Welded, actually.
Hmm.
Like with welding.
You said it looks like it's been recently used.
Yeah, it's still warm.
Can we detect any tracks? Any signs of recent habitation? Any direction that people might have gone off in?
It looks like there's imprints in the ash all around here, but they all head off in different directions. Maybe a dozen people.
A dozen people. Well, we're not alone down here.
Yeah, recently, so it wouldn't be the priests.
Question is if they're native inhabitants or other dreamers.
Huh. Actually, come to think of it, the monks died, but we don't know if they're not still around here.
Well, yeah, their bodies died because they were locked into this dream world that could very well be them.
Yeah, the river kind of runs around this area, and there's clear signs that the river's been chipped and molded at the shoreline here to have like places for like rock outcroppings have been carved in for people to put clothes or to fill like buckets and whatnot. Looks like this place has been used for a long time.
It's also possible that they may have met or know of Delisnia.
Could
Maybe
be.
we should follow one of them.
Yeah, let's follow one of the bigger groups.
There aren't really tracks outside of the metal circle. The ash kind of just stops.
But there are only so many exits from this particular cavern, correct?
Yes, as per your map, it indicates there are various ways out of here.
So this special one that goes out of the top, is that the waterfall?
That one out of the top is a traverse. Let me look that up real quick. I'm still getting used to the nomenclature. It's marked as a traverse, which you don't really know the context of.
Right. Yeah, I misread the legend. I think we'll probably start with the walking path to the west.
Yeah, easiest way.
Okay, did you guys do anything in the camp?
I guess we should try lighting this on fire, see whether
Well-
that helps us at all.
I'd be worried about antagonizing these people before we meet them. It could be that this... I don't know. On the other hand, we could light it and that might attract them back.
Let's try something else.
I mean, it seems like they've got this running. It's probably just like an infinite source of fire. Stuff comes up from the bottom, keeps burning.
Yeah.
Seems
Well-
likely.
And your lantern uses fire as well, so we've got an ignition source.
Huh, yeah.
You also use alcohol though.
I don't much want to open this or mess with it, though.
I'd be happy to mess with it.
Lighting gun!
Huh.
Do any of you have, like, flint and tinder or anything like that?
I'm assuming you fucking people
Yeah.
have flint and tinder. You live in a medieval world. Like the wick?
Yeah.
Alright. Parts of it start to catch, and you have to kind of blow on it and get it spreading before it spreads over the entire kind of core. And then, eventually gives off this kind of dark red, choky fire that has, like, smoke coming out of it. The smoke, like, will spread a bit, and then will kind of just start to fall down like ash. Maybe about... It takes about 5 minutes for it to fully catch and actually turn to a nice big bonfire and light the area. The shadows that the light gives off kind of push the shadows away around here and give off weird shapes and patterns across the little kind of like leaves of metal that are at the periphery of the camp. And shapes are starting to come out of the ground.
Oh my. What sort of shapes?
Man-shaped, wearing heavy cloaks and like wrappings and bandages. They're like pulling themselves up out of the ash or like standing up like they were lying down in it. Maybe a few dozen.
Ah, shit. Ghosts.
Fuck off ghosts.
They start approaching the fire. Are you guys around the fire?
I guess we can let
Yes.
them approach.
We're around the fire.
Yeah, we just lit it, so...
Alright. Then they're approaching you guys and the fire.
They
I
seem
will
to...
greet them with a traditional Barovian greeting.
Get fucked, foreigner!
May
Very
the
good.
Baron's eyes never land upon you.
Oh, very good. You don't see anything under the clothing and the wrappings and the heavy amounts of ash they've kind of covered themselves with, like not even their faces. They walk up and like start putting their hands in the fire and like catching like parts of their cloth on it and catching like sticks and twigs they have, like old fossilized wood, and start putting it inside their cloak. And you hear this kind of crackling sound coming from them.
Do they seem to acknowledge us at all, or...?
Not really. They start moving to where the unlit braziers are and start lighting them.
Oh, it's the cold ritual. Okay.
Which adds a lot of light to the area.
That's nice.
Does it seem to have like lit up this whole area then?
Yeah, before this place looked like it was cavernous and went on forever, but you can kind of tell that this place is like a small mansion, maybe a big house. The shadows on the wall actually seem to boil and creep away like they're alive, like they have tendrils and mouths and moving bits that you can just catch on shadow play. What do you call it? Those little shadow boxes that it's like a calliope.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
I literally think the word's a calliope. Nope, it's not a calliope. Whatever. It's not important. Anyway. Yeah, after all the sconces are lit, if you guys are just hanging out around here, they start pulling tents up out of the ash and stuff and start setting up a little camp.
They're still not responding to any kind of communication.
They look at you and they're like, you can see kind of like a light coming from under the hood, but other than that, they're just setting up.
Okay. This is bizarre.
I'll try and help one of them with the tent.
Sure, you can help. There's not a lot you can really do. You don't know how they're setting it up. Like, some of it seems to just be... Some of the tents seem to take form just from, like, heat exhaust coming from the metal now, because the metal's heating up and giving off, like, a glow. The ash is receding down. Part of the structure's lifted up a bit, and, like, it's all kind of sifted off like sand.
I think they're just ghosts or memories. Well,
How many
same
are
thing.
there?
About 3 dozen.
3 dozen. And how many monks were there?
Not the same amount.
I think it's best to just let the dead lie.
I kind of want to see how it plays out. We'll wait till they stop doing something.
We don't have that much time, though.
Yeah, when they're all finished, they basically are going about this place like it's a camp. Like, a lot of them are tending clothes in the river. Some of them are have this tent set up and are starting to, like, unbox things from, like, deposits in the ground that were buried. One of the tents is covered in lanterns, like oil-burning lanterns and other weird things. It's just coated on the outside and is carrying, like, a rather large kind of old-style projector around its neck on a chain.
Cool.
Are all the lanterns unique?
Most of them are. A lot of them look like they come from Barovia.
Hmm.
Some of them look like they're weird and stuff, but they're kind of kept more inside, hanging on chains.
I'll go and start examining one of the lanterns. Does he react to that at all?
He's watching you.
Kind of lift it towards him in sort of a gesture of,
He puts out his hand and it's wrapped in bandages, and you can see, like, human skin and, like, a finger and a hand and stuff in the bandaging, and there's light coming off of where the veins would be. Almost like embers.
He reaches a hand out. I'll give him a wrench.
He gives it back to you.
Returns the wrench.
He kind of makes the universal sign for money by rubbing his fingers together.
Okay. Should we stock up on lanterns now, or should we explore some caves and come back when it's a bit more dire?
I mean, we've got at least 1 footpath out of here. We can see how far that goes and double back if we need to.
I mean, we might as well get one of those lanterns in case ours don't make it too long.
Okay. I'll put the lantern back.
Okay.
We'll buy it?
Well, then let's get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll take the footpath out of here.
Alright, so you're going from that room down to bottom 2?
Yes.
Yep.
Bottom 2, let's see what we got. So, you head to the edge of this area to kind of, follow the map and figure out that it's westward-ish. To find... Oh, god damn you. God damn you.
Oh, definitely.
It is a 7 feet opening in the rock that heads down at an angle. So that's what you want to mark down, that it's 7 feet wide. which means all the others are 4 feet wide. Like all the others in that square.
Okay.
So 7 feet wide, like all around. It's like a natural tunnel opening. The water kind of actually, the river splits off and heads down here. Looks like it's been cut.
Okay.
And yeah, it is a shaft that goes down on an angle.
Okay.
Like if you keep your sure footing and stuff, you won't trip and fall and die.
That's good.
Yes, it is good. You guys head down that?
Yeah.
Well, that has ample headroom and stuff. Those ones that are 4 feet do not have ample headroom. You guys are going to be hunched over and shit. That's going to suck.
Oh no.
We're going to find exactly what we need at the bottom of this traverse, so we won't have to worry about that.
It takes 20 minutes to go through. And I guess we should figure out how much light you guys all have. Who wants to be the luckiest?
I do.
Peter said so first, so you guys have 6 hours of light.
Ooh.
Who wants to be the second luckiest? You have 2 hours. Leaving
Oh,
good
joy.
old Mr. Grousebottom with 1 hour.
1 hour of light, which 20 minutes of which have been used.
Yeah, they're going to be used by this. So light is tracked as lumes. It's the universal currency down here. An hour of light is called a lume, and you have 6, you have 2, you have 1.
Okay.
When your light runs out, you die.
Yay.
Make a new character, go home.
Yay.
Leave the country. Exile yourself to Singapore.
So what does this room look like?
Alright, so yeah, after about 20 minutes of traveling, you head down into the newest section of the cave system, which is row 3, number 2.
So after this room, we're going to need to head back.
Or we can loop around.
No. No, we can't.
Alright, the first thing, that you kind of recognize about this place, because it's smaller than the place you were last, so your light kind of goes on through, is the smell. It smells of, Peter, you recognize it, or Jack, you recognize it. It smells like antiseptic, like gel and ointment, like stuff they put onto, like, battlefield dressings.
So with iodine.
Well, yeah. The room is circular as far as your light can go, but there's cone outcroppings that go into the walls. Almost like a spike ball or an urchin. So like as you're walking, there's like cones that are full of like stagnant water or, you know, sand and stuff that you're walking by, and they're on the ceiling and the walls and whatnot at odd angles. The stonework, as your light kind of goes on through, shines, like the light kind of gets soaked in by like the black old rock it's made of. But you're getting glints of like light coming off of it. Silver light. Who here is into mining and stuff?
Yes.
My character did. I don't have it as a knowledge though.
All right. It looks like silver, like actual silver veins.
Cool.
Is it something I would recognize from alchemy?
You could roll alchemy.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
One success.
All right. It looks like silver, but this stuff is kind of like a permeable gel that if you were to like pop or like disrupt enough, it would kind of just ooze out, and it's acidic.
Okay. Let's not be smearing our bodies with that.
Don't put that in your wallets.
It's a depreciating asset.
Well, I think we need to head back so I can buy a lantern.
I mean, do all of us need to have a lantern or just one? We were together, right?
Plus, we've got what's her face.
To listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she has a lantern. We know that for a fact.
Yeah, she's here.
And she's got money.
I'm going to pause for a second. Just kind of read up on the area that you guys are in real quick. All right. You hear noises from this cavern that you've entered. It's about the size of 2 rooms, so, 20 by 20 sphere. There's outcroppings and obstacles in the way, but you can hear things shifting around and walking in here. that your light doesn't quite reach out to.
Okay, does it sound like a lot of small things, something bigger?
Hard to say. It doesn't sound like anything small, though.
Okay.
Let's turn around, shield our lanterns with our bodies, and go the way we came.
What are we doing here even?
You're looking for the guy.
Okay. Very cool.
Well, maybe we should at least try and determine what it is, just to know a little bit more about what's in this ecosystem.
Before we see it, it's going to see us, so...
I mean, if we want to explore, if we go from here southwards, we go to a small place
I don't
that
have
leads back up to where we came from. If we go downwards, so they'll be efficient.
We also
how
don't know
long
what's
is that
in
gonna take
this
us?
in this exact cavern with us, is the thing.
You guys just talking in the cavern.
Yes.
Oh, good. Just keep talking. Keep role playing. I gotta grab a staff.
So yeah, I think if we want to explore this place, we should be more efficient than just going back. I mean, we've got this land that should last us for a while.
That's great, but we're currently being approached by something, so I'm saying we should argue this in another area.
Well, I'm running out of lantern light anyways, so
I mean, last time we were surviving as long as one of the lanterns were still lit, so I don't think we'll all die. Yes,
I'm not worried about us all dying. I'm worried about me dying.
Oh no.
Lantern light has the most lumens, so it probably is the brightest. So you get struck
Oh no.
by an arrow or a bolt of some sort.
Oh no.
You hear the telltale twang and loosening of something as crossbow shafts ring past you two. Like it just one goes into those like cone stones and makes a sputtering sound. So does another one just hits a rock right by your head and it actually gives off like a flash, like a brief kind of like deep red ultraviolet light, and one hits you square in the chest and detonates.
Okay.
So it's fun time.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So do we
What's the
roll?
damage on your gun, by the way?
My damage from my gun is 2d8.
Okay, good to know.
I think it will be used against me.
So that's 7. What's your toughness?
Toughness is 5.
So it breaches your toughness, which means I think you're shaken.
Okay.
That's how it works, right?
Or do I roll for being shaken or not?
You get shaken, and then you got to roll to get rid of it on your turn.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. I'm going to change the music from this little...
Calm something. Okay.
Yeah, it burns. It burns like you just got hit with some thermite.
Oh no. I guess let's deal for initiative.
Yup. There are 3 figures. They are approaching the periphery of Peter's lantern. His lantern has, what was your lantern? Mollusks?
Mollusks.
What was yours? Alcohol?
Alcohol.
And his was CSI light?
Yeah, alchemical concoction.
Yeah, the mollusks might have the larger range, I think.
And what's her face's was a skull.
Yes, the ultra
Priscilla.
butterfly.
Yeah.
Should we deal her separately?
No, she can be part of your group.
Okay.
What was I saying? Anyway, there are 3 figures. They look like people, but they're wearing cloaks and clothes, and you hear a sort of the sound of like a rubber band being twanged against skin coming from them as they're like recocking these kind of thin crossbows. They all have lanterns around their shoulders and like around their forearm. They're giving off red light. You know, not to interfere with your night vision.
That's nice.
So, who's at initiative time? Peter with the ace.
7 of spades.
7 of clubs.
7 of diamonds.
No, I go first.
Triple? No? Ace.
Ace.
No,
right.
like in the 7s
Oh
category.
yeah. Okay, how do I unshake myself?
You have to make a
Spirit?
vigor check, and if you succeed, you're good. Or is it a spirit check? Don't listen to me, I don't know.
I hope it's a spirit check, because that's a d8 for me.
Let's relook up shaken.
Shaken, not stirred.
Dead air listeners. Ooh-wee.
Combat.
Come on, I don't know. The PDF is not exactly the most,
So close. No.
damage effects. Shaken, you have to make a spirit roll.
Huzzah!
Spirit roll.
Spirit roll.
You spirit rolled.
I spirit rolled.
You're not shaken.
Huzzah!
Alright.
So does it mean I can act or?
Yes, you can go. It's your turn.
Cool. Then I guess I unload my gun at one of them.
Go for it.
What's my shoot at before? That's a 5. That's a success.
Okay, these guys' toughness, because then I gotta roll damage against their
Yep.
toughness, is... oh my god, 8.
8.
Oh, 7. My mistake.
Do you want to use the team roll card to get +4 to rolls, guys?
Sure, might as well.
Yeah, busted out
Okay,
at the start of the
so
round.
that means
I'm just trying to learn these guys.
Yep.
Trait roll. Damage is not a trait.
no,
Sorry,
but
dude.
for roll no, but I roll a 5, which means +4. I get a raise.
There you go.
So yeah, so I spend teamwork. So that means I get 2d8 +6. That's 6, 10, 11, 19, 25. damage.
Okay. You hit his toughness and shake him. Or no, wait.
25. That's shaken and damage and damage and damage.
And they're not wild cards. So your gun... It's just
Yeah.
like a bolt-action rifle, right?
No, it's a musket because there isn't bolt action rifle in Ravenloft.
Yeah,
So-
but if you're from World War One, you have a bolt-action rifle. We'll talk about this later
Sure.
and fix your gun. Your bolt-action rifle goes off, makes a lot of, I guess, light briefly, so you can see these guys, as it goes into one of the dudes and drops him. The light illuminates their features. They're made of rope. Like, imagine strands of, like, braided, corded hangsman's nooses, but, like, they're taut and sturdy and, and like tensed, and it makes up their skeletal structure and their bodies and their faces. But the rope's made of flesh and tubes and veins, and is like covered in like tattooing and stuff, and like they have tools and stuff on them, and where their mouth would be, where they'd have a jaw, is like this ball of elastic. What's the word for? I just used it like a rubber band tie that kind of just reverberates against their throat area, making noise.
Huh.
You've encountered a trio of Gordians.
Good on you, Git.
So yeah,
Do you call that out? Is that your
Yeah,
battle cry?
Australian.
So yeah, Jack downs one of these horror people.
Okay.
7 of clubs. Or is it...
Spades.
Reverse alphabetical order.
Spades, yeah.
How close are they?
They're probably
We've been walking...
within 5 feet.
Oh shit,
They got really close.
Because we were talking instead
Yeah.
of actually dealing with this. Yes.
They were using red light to sneak up on you.
Oh no.
Oh, thank Ezra. They're not people.
We can murder them with impunity.
It's okay.
I was having a similar thought myself.
Exactly.
You're gonna find their wallets and their IDs on them.
Yeah.
They're not people.
I'm
So it's still
Pictures
okay.
of Gordian children.
We come back with 3 severed arms with the
Funny
lanterns.
thing about their children. We'll get to that later.
I'm gonna run up and try to bury my axe in its neck and then punch it in the face.
Go for it.
Okay, so first roll.
Yep.
+4.
D8 plus 4.
What's their... Not the evasion, but their...
Parry?
parry?
5.
Ah.
So I got an 8. So
You
2
got it.
raises?
1 raise.
1 raise? Okay.
No.
Because you got him and then you got a raise.
Oh, okay.
4 over, right? Oh, so you rolled an 8?
Yeah, I got an 8.
So that means you get a 12 because it's +4.
No, I got a 4
Oh
with
my
the...
god, we're so bad at this.
So you
That's why
hit
I said
it
an 8.
because it's 5, but you didn't get 9,
Oh,
which would get you a
okay.
raise.
So it's just a hit, you just roll damage.
Yeah.
It has to be 4 over their parry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're learning.
Yep.
We're learning.
Okay, so damage then is strength plus d6. So that's 8 damage in total.
Toughness.
Their toughness is 8, so you breached it.
Okay.
So
Shaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so while he's shaken, I'm going to strike with my punch, because 2 attacks per round.
Go for it.
So that's another fight. And that's 9 to hit.
Yep,
So,
that's a race. So you get an extra d6 on your damage.
Okay. So that's a d8 and a d6.
Cool.
$13.
Well, that
Murders him.
yeah, that kills him. You kill that guy.
Okay.
You punch and hack them to death.
Okay.
Phineas.
Is it me?
No,
Isn't it you?
7 diamonds. Unless our
The last
the gal goes.
yeah, the last Gordian runs. Like in the opposite direction away from you. They like when the guy dies, it grabs the lantern off of the dead guy and twists it and hucks it in the middle of you, making like a bright light as it's running. Just to throw your guys off your game.
That's fair.
Okay.
So yeah, it books.
Phineas, shoot him.
I will move behind some cover, and
Sure.
then I will aim my attitude adjustment device in the direction that he went, and just sort of check to make sure that no one is coming from that direction.
Yeah, don't shoot
I'm
it
not-
in the
he's,
back.
he's a monster, but I'm still not going to shoot him in the back. That's
He shoot me in the chest.
Let's just go back and go another way.
Are there more lanterns? down there?
There's one left behind because it smashed the other one.
I'll go scoop that. How much light is left in it?
There's 2 lumens in it.
2 lumens.
So lumens are abstraction. They're interchangeable. Don't think about it.
That's fair.
So that means you. So you have 6.
You should add to yours, because
Yeah.
I have 2.
You have 2. Okay. So that means I have.
Because you don't necessarily have to keep the same lantern you started with, blah, 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 but there could be fun complications from it.
I have 3, and we've used up a little over 20
20
minutes.
minutes.
So half. We used like half a lumen.
Okay. Skip pause?
Oh, yeah. So, listeners, Peter drew a card called the Surprise, which lets him spend a penny to go through the deck and grab any card he wants from the Savage Worlds Adventure deck. So, of course, like any sane person, he grabbed the Relic card
Of course.
because he wanted to get magic powers. Who wouldn't? So we drew from the Relic card draw and got a heart, which was for weapons, and the heart was in the 3 to 10 range, which means his gun is magic now, which means it gets +2 to shooting and +2 to damage.
Huzzah.
Also, because Peter is a fool, he made his character be from World War I Australia, like from World War I Australia, but he took Ravenloft muskets, and it's like, no, dude, you're from World War I Australia. You can just take an M1. That's fine. That's okay, and stuff.
Okay.
So Peter upgraded from a musket to an M1 rifle from the Savage Worlds book, and it's amazing. It's so much better than the shitty gun he had.
I can shoot 8 times without reloading and then have to reload for 2 turns after each shot.
Yeah, you became a useful character.
Thank you, Devin.
You're welcome. I didn't realize you hadn't took an actual World War I gun.
Now the ammo is even more hard to make, though. And to come
Yeah.
across, because it won't exist anywhere.
Yeah, but this guy's magic.
We'll do it downtown.
Downtown. That's what I heard. We'll do it downtown.
That is probably where the workshop is.
Downtown.
Oh, Devin.
So yes, those horrible people are dead. You got their lantern, and your gun was sprayed with like the chemicals from.
Exploding.
The gun was sprayed with the chemicals from their lantern, and the silver sprayed onto it. Like you had to drop it into some of the silver, and when you picked it up, it has that Damascus steel patterning to the metal and rifling on it.
Cool.
Your character's probably not aware that it's magic, but you know it's going to be a lot more useful to him now.
Well, at least it survived.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Held.
Looks much sturdier. Feels lighter.
Cool.
So, gang, you stand amidst two corpses. Do you want to investigate them for madness checks?
Let's not look at their faces.
We already looked at them. That's good enough for me.
Did we loot them?
Well,
I think we have to
we picked up a lantern.
Yeah, loot it.
I would like to check them out. I'd like to see what's going on.
The lantern's like your lantern.
Interesting.
It looks like it's been modified, and it has like magnesium pellets that have been kind of like chambered into it to allow it to burn brighter briefly, like a flare.
Interesting.
Clever girls.
Yes. I feel a moment of sadness at my kinship with this monster and how things turned out.
Oh, well, there's
Could have
still one
been so
around.
different.
They all have rings that are around their hips, like little kind of key rings that have long, rounded cornered rectangular slats of metal that are made of silver that have printing on them in a language you don't understand.
Should we roll for languages?
There is no chance you know this language, so
Okay.
unfortunately I'm going to push back on that a little.
No problem.
But it's made of silver. It's basically a currency if you look at it that way. Probably about 30 silver worth on their two bodies.
Kind of need that.
I
Not like
don't
they
know.
do.
I don't feel great about this.
Well, you'll feel better when we use it to buy more of those lanterns.
My morality will stop me, but not you. Nor me from benefiting from what you do.
It's fine, I'll hold on to it for you. Isn't that convenient? I guess I'll kick open their robes with my foot and just try to find what they have on them.
Oh god, they look awful. They look like cords of like tensed flesh, like just wrapped around each other. Where it's wrapped in the wrong way, it's like gotten swollen and infected, and it looks like they've used shunts and like metal bits to like separate them and try to keep them from twisting up. None of this looks comfortable, and it's still kind of tensing up and relaxing as they're being dead.
And then you see your face again.
Alright.
Crossbows, they have a quiver of crossbow bolts. The crossbows are small and lean and have a, like, you have to use, like, your hand to, like, kind of pull the cord back. But there's, like, a special setup for it for people with 3 fingers.
Does that make it difficult for... No, okay.
It's just weird.
So it's just a regular crossbow, though, otherwise.
Yep, there's a satchel full of, like, mushrooms and other cave things, like pickled cavefish eggs and stuff.
Food.
Yeah,
How many crossbows?
2, because you killed 2 of them. With murder.
I'm taking one of them.
I'll grab one as well.
Did you know the money?
Nope. Not yet. I'm writing other things down. 50, 30, 60. Says way better range than my hunting bow. The weight's gonna be a bother.
Oh, yeah.
I have to drop some things.
Oh yeah, it has a minimum strength rating.
There you go.
Oh,
D6.
I'm leaving this behind.
With the bow.
It's a pity we can't sell it off.
I mean, maybe we could pawn it off to those guys.
I don't want to lug it around.
Mm.
Well, Priscilla is checking out their bodies too, and is equally as disgusted as you guys are. And pulls out of one of their bags a tattered journal cover that's like made of leather, and it has the Delusinia crest on it.
Shit.
Now that's interesting.
What's that now?
It's one of my brother's journal covers.
Those look that way.
Where do you think they got that from?
Hopefully he just had to leave some of it behind.
Yes, when you're caving, you often have to only bring what you need, and if he brought a bunch of garbage with him, he probably had to ditch it.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to map something and... yeah. Something got loose.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing that the only way out of this particular cave area is through a sump, and I'm thinking we just don't go that way.
Just head back. Yeah.
There's some special.
Sumps are very deadly,
Oh yeah, some.
especially for amateurs like you.
I'm a decent swimmer, but I don't know if either of these two are.
We don't know the length of the tunnel. We don't know where it branches off. We don't have appropriate light. It could be a 5-minute swim. It could be an hour swim.
And we don't want these lanterns to get doused.
So all around, no.
No, we'd have to ditch our armor as well.
Oh yeah, you can't swim in full gear down there.
Not a problem.
Yeah. I'd only suggest going that way if one of us had to scout ahead. Otherwise, we should turn around.
Well, let's turn around, take another exit from the cavern where we started off.
It looks like we can go. We can get to it through. Yeah, going backwards, we can still get to that area.
Yeah.
Without having to go through the sump.
The better way to go.
So you head back to the core cave.
Mm-hmm.
Another 20 minutes. Nothing really exciting happens. It's just another walk back in these quiet caves.
We should exchange some silver for lumens.
Mm-hmm.
What is the rate on that?
When you come back, the little city has been expanded a bit. Like there's more tents that are up. The people are kind of painting the ground with sticks and tar and making patterns on it that they're kind of lighting, and it's burning a slow orange fire. So there's a lot of symbol work and hieroglyphics just kind of burning to the ground. There's another tent up. The person in there looks thinner, smaller. They're hunched over a pot that they're cooking out of. And there's all sorts of preserved ingredients and whatnot hanging from the walls in bundles, like garlic braids and stuff.
Huh.
But the lantern guy is still there as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go up to him. I'll pick up a good-looking lantern and make the universal money symbol.
They also have, like, there's clearly, like, bottles of oil and supplies and stuff.
Okay.
Like, bits for all your lanterns are here.
Then I'll pick up some oil
Like, for your specific lantern.
for my specific lantern.
The luminol or whatever.
Yeah.
Although you said the rope people used a lantern that was like mine,
Yeah.
but just better, modified.
Not better, just different.
So you're just selling bottles of blood here for yours.
No, the luminol's the important part.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So how much for an hour of luminol?
What kind of silver pieces do you have? Like, Barovian?
Yes.
So, like, you start, like, you pick up, like a thing of luminol, and, like, you try to start... He puts out his hand, you start putting coins in his hand. He'll take 3 Barovian silvers for your luminol.
Oh, shit,
For
that's
one?
cheap.
Yeah, for an hour.
Okay.
What about those 34 worth of silver we got from down here?
He'll go 1 for 1 for those.
Oh, wow. I'm going to use my 10th of it, or my 3rd of it, to buy 10 hours.
Okay, that will start to encumber you, because that stuff will start, you know...
Well, at least some of it here.
Yeah. Yeah, they have, like, little areas that are kind of sunk into the ground that when you go to, like, put stuff in there, they just kind of cover it with a tarp. There are small versions of these people walking around, like kid versions, that you don't see them quite right. They have larger robes that are hanging over their face and hands, and they give off that kind of light from inside of them.
You said 3 to 1.
Yeah, 3 to 1 for Barovian silver.
I mean,
I will buy 3 hours.
we got 30 watts of those. We could spend those first and keep the Barovian silver for now.
Yeah, because they're worth
Oh.
more.
Yeah.
I'll wait till I get desperate before I start using that because I still feel a little bit uneasy about it.
Okay. So, how much do you have? Basically, we like spend an hour going back and forth, I suppose.
40 minutes.
Plus the fight there and trek into. Okay, so we like 5 and 1, 3, 2. Okay. So you bought. How many are you bringing with you? I guess.
It's pretty good with the egg.
Mm-hmm. Bit of egg, shredded cheese. Sorry, what was that?
How many are you bringing with you?
I'm bringing a total of 5 luminols worth
Okay.
with me.
5. Okay. So maybe like get 3 and we'll be all at 5 hours to be easy to track.
Yep, that's what I did.
Okay.
Accidentally. I wasn't planning it.
Okay.
And leaving the rest here for when we double back. This
So
is
do we-
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is probably the best place for us to come back and rest. I get the feeling that's entirely what this is set up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they're summoning something.
Yeah. Okay.
Either way, it'll be a party.
Yeah.
So do we want to head north or south?
I mean, if we go south, then we'll check out that dead end. We can just go back and from there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. We're going south to the crawl.
South to the crawl. Oh, down to there. All right, let me briefly pause. We're back. So you trade for lumens and up your guys' inventory.
Yep.
And then you're going to take the southern exit, which is a crawl, to head up to 3-5. So the passageway for this crawl is like 4 feet. It is very small and confining, and the tunnel keeps that way the whole time. So you guys have to like get on your hands and knees almost. Actually, no, you definitely have to get on your hands and knees.
Yep.
Wait, 3-5.
Get it here.
How hard is the stone here?
Oh, we decided to go south? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I remember that conversation now. I was paying attention.
Cool, yeah.
I'll get it to you in just a sec, Kevin.
Okay.
Just getting the map up. This is all very new to me. Alright, 3-5, blah, 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 crawling. Yeah, you have to be on all fours. And, wow, yeah. Don't run into anything in here.
Because then we'll have to explore the prone rules of combat.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. And you're asking what the stone was made of?
Yeah.
The stone in the main central cavern, when you get down to like look at it and start to like use light and like sift the ash away, it's these interlinked fossilized animals.
So a lot of grabbing spaces then.
Yeah.
Like, oh, perfect. That makes it way easier.
They look like large hard-shelled bugs that have been fossilized down here.
Huh.
So crawling will take you an hour. And then you eventually have to ascend straight up in this 3-foot crevice and like carefully drag your way up.
Okay.
Coming into the bottom of that cavern on the map. The cavern, once you get your... Well, you're going to smell this place long before you actually get to it. It's a dry, dusty smell, like drywall or crushed up chalk, like a blackboard. You can hear scraping sounds, rock against rock, and almost a sound of like hollow kind of pumice dragged against stone. This place is shaped kind of like a, almost like a bottle on its side, and you come up right in the middle and just kind of start poking your way out. It's a small little cavern, maybe no bigger than like the eaves or under an attic.
Okay.
Smaller than a room. And let me... Alright, Asher. You poke your head up, you have your lantern on, you're looking around, and as you turn your lantern around to look, there's a small, dried-out, rocky child's face staring right back at you. It's like a small kid made out of weird, runnely stone. Out of character. It looks like coral, and has like a child's face, and like it looks like it's sad. It has like an open mouth and eyes that have like meat on the inside that's pulsing up against the stone, like a heartbeat. And as soon as the light like uncovers it, it lunges for your face.
Do it.
You hear Asher start screaming and his legs start kicking?
Yeah, we're gonna do
Probably
madness
right at your
saves.
faces.
We're gonna do madness saves after this.
Alright.
What's your parry?
My parry? My parry is 6.
It does not hit you. The other 4 attack.
Yeah.
This is a closet-sized space.
This place is packed with them.
Oh no.
What? Your parry's 6?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So... Hey, you're good.
Cool.
There are, this entire interior cabinet, like little attic-y area, smaller than a room, but it's bigger than you'd expect, is packed to the brim, layered, stacked on top of another, packed with stone and bone, fossilized people made of coral. And like their limbs and their faces are moving in the rock, looking at you, screaming, making the sound of a child crying. And yeah, there are 4 that are loose, that are trying to drag you into this area.
Back up, you fucks! Back up!
So, draw initiative. Because this is your life now. Zombie coral.
Oh,
The last remnants of
10 of
Atlantis.
spades.
2.
So, who goes first? 10.
10.
You are... Where are you in the pecking order?
Behind
Second.
him.
So you're in the middle?
Yeah.
Alright, so you have to get out of the hole so he can get out.
Hmm.
So, you're in a cave and he's kicking at you, and there's a dude below you.
Can you delay your action in this game?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, I will delay my action.
Alright, who's under 10?
7.
What do you do?
So I guess I have to get up if I want this guy with his murderer, his
His
murder
magic.
poker to get up here. So, is there anything in here that isn't a human coral monster?
No, every surface is made of people.
Punching
So,
the
do we
walls.
want to go in here or do we want to get away?
How much room is behind me? Like what is this? Like just a
Duncan
small
color?
tunnel?
It's like a wine bottle on its side. That's the layout of this map. And you came in up at the bottom. So there's like a little tiny crevice, that's the cork neck, and there's stuff in there, but you can't quite... You're not focused on that. But there's the whole bottle.
All right. Are any of these? Is there any space in here that I can just pull myself up and not have to worry about the walls attacking me?
No.
So there's literally nowhere to go then.
I mean, it'll attack you. Probably won't hurt you that much, but you got to get out to... You got to go forward to go back.
All right. He seizes onto one of those arms that's grabbing you and hoists himself up.
It's
And,
scratchy and stuff, like coral is. Have you ever cut your foot on a barrier reef? None of us have.
Gloves.
There you go. All right, you hoist yourself up. You lift.
Lifts and just starts swiping wildly at these small children coral things.
Swing away.
All right, so 2 attacks.
There are 4 of them.
All right, well, I'll see what my first attack does. So fighting, D8. Okay, I got a 4.
What's the parry?
Their parry is 5.
Oh, so I don't get it. Okay. And then I'll swipe again with my fist, because 2-handed weapon, or fighting, and I get a 6.
Nice, you hit one.
Okay.
Roll damage, toughness 7.
Oh. Okay.
They're
I'm
made
not-
of rocks.
Yeah, I'm not going to hit this then.
You might explode.
Yeah.
You wish.
Nope.
It was a backstab.
I got a 7, so
Okay.
I have to max my roll to actually hit those. With my
Hey.
fist, so
That's sometimes how it goes. Though, fun story. Their heads, if you attack their heads, you get +2 damage.
oh neat.
Yeah. All right, who's after them?
I mean,
Oh.
do you want to...
Do you want to go after Kevin now that he's gone into the
Yeah,
hole?
well, if we're
He made space in the hole.
doing that, I mean, because otherwise you're just stuck behind me then.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
With
it's
your
us
magic gun.
backing up, and these things constantly crawling after.
Oh, they're
us.
small. They can move really fast in the tunnel. you're
Yeah,
in.
so that's not going to happen.
They're not impeded by the tunnel.
Okay,
No, no.
so I will
Oh,
leap
small
up
people.
to Ash's aid. I'll climb out of the tunnel as well. How many monster things are there around? 4.
4 coral zombies.
Are they all engaged with him, or are they...
Yes, they're all pulling at him and trying to drag him further in.
Shoot.
Shoot her!
Well, there is a chance I'm going to hit Asha, so...
At least she'll be dead.
And then he'll be able to use
I'll
his
fire on
card.
full auto, which will give me an almost guaranteed chance of hitting.
Then I'll be a revenant, or then I'll use the backstab card.
Yeah,
No, then you'll
it's
get,
all falling
then you'll
into
get mummified
place.
in here and end up in the acid pool.
Cool.
That's nice.
It's coming.
So I will take aim and fire at one of them.
Go for it.
So if I miss, there's a potential chance that it will.
Don't worry.
So you know what? I'm going to stand aside and I'm going to aim.
You got some bennies. So you can
Magical
roll.
bennies.
Benny the stuff.
Bennies never let you down.
I'm going to aim.
Okay.
I'm going to take aim at one of them that's, grappling and grabbing him. And I'll make enough room for Jack to get up behind me.
All right. The coral zombies will continue to attack you.
Okay.
What the fuck am I rolling for fight? No, it's D6, right? Hey! 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 20 on a hit.
So you got a raise. Congrats.
Okay, so one hit you with a raise. Strength plus a D6.
Yep.
Little child claws.
Oh, 11.
No.
And
Oh no!
12.
So 12.
What's your
parry?
6.
So 6.
a raise?
10, a raise. So that's what, shaken and a wound?
Yep.
Okay, you get shaken and a wound.
Would you like to spend a Benny to do a...
To soak.
To soak.
Yep.
So spend a Benny. Okay. Yeah.
I'm down to 2.
Okay. And then you roll your vigor, I think. Let's double check that. Ravenloft.
Ravenloft.
No.
I got a 3, so that's probably not enough, actually.
Probably not.
You take the first wound of the game then.
Huzzah.
That's
You
actually kind of
finally get to heal someone.
Oh no.
Also, you were wounded by them, which is not ideal.
Nope.
You have to rinse the wounds out with acid or piss.
Cool. It's not the first time I had to do that, so it's fine.
Okay, so
That was the first one.
that was the first one. The other 3 are coming. Miss.
Miss.
Miss. Miss. They're clawing on you, and one of them gets around your arm and opens up its little child mouth and starts biting, and like it's trying to suck on your arm and draw the blood out, like it's thirsty.
Huh.
It's a vampire. It's a vampire. Peter,
Huzzah.
you get out of the hole.
Do I want to get out of the hole?
Oh my God, Peter.
Sure, I get out of the hole. Okay, so
I'm just gonna go backwards. See you later, guys.
Use your new god weapon.
So what's their parry score? Or their...
They don't have a parry score if you're shooting them.
I mean, but I don't have to shoot them.
Parry 5.
Parry 5. So that's one harder than... I guess I'll have a stab at them from my bayonet's reach. Okay, where's...
I love how you have this great, awesome gun, and your favorite thing to do is stab people with it.
Bullets are expensive! What's that?
Ooh, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
So that's 10, that's 11. So it explodes. So this, and this, and this, and plus 2.
Holy shit.
So that's 10, 15...
If you got a wound on them, it dies.
Yeah, it dies.
Alright, you stab one and you actually like break it in 2 and it crumbles like it's made of like brittle rock, and seawater. The smell of like the sea fills your nose.
Oh.
As like water kind of just oozes out of it.
Okay.
Alright, so I think we draw again.
Ooh.
Oh no, King of
Ooh,
Clubs.
ace. Joker! What does Joker do?
Oh,
You
what
get to
does
go
Joker do?
I think
Anytime.
everything... The discard reshuffles or something?
Yeah. And you guys all get bennies, I think. So it's a new round. Who got better than a king?
I got an ace.
And the Joker.
Man, alright, so what's happening? What's the combat here? You got
So
3?
while I was aiming, my gun has been whirring and charging up and storing some electricity. I'm going to spend 2 power points instead of 1 to fire a supercharged bolt.
Go for it.
And I've been aiming, so I get +2 on my shooting.
Don't miss.
Yeah, missing would be bad. I don't miss.
Nice. Alright,
Roll
you hit
damage.
one. Damage time.
So 3d6 plus wild die for damage.
No, just
No?
3d6 plus. Yeah, just
Because you
3d6.
didn't.
You didn't raise.
Didn't raise.
15. Okay, so that zombie's dead, and it detonates into lightning and steam.
Cool.
2 left.
So I guess I'll go and I'll stab another one.
Okay.
Let's see. Explodes. So that's 7 plus 2 because of the Joker, so it's a 9, so it raises.
Okay.
Um, 5, 9, 11, 13.
That's the other one. That's all of them, right?
There's
Yeah.
one
One
more.
left.
One more.
Oh, no, one left. Okay. On a king,
It
oh,
goes.
something happened. Are you stabbing them with that rifle that's magic?
Yes.
These things are actually attracted to magic in the book.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
You made a mistake. You came to the wrong town, Honky.
Oh no.
Alright, it's gonna lunge at you. Oh. What's your parry?
5.
It hit? Does it have to meet or get over?
I think it needs to meet.
Okay. Oh, here comes the damage roll. No, 3. What's your toughness?
5.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Huzzah.
Alright, Kevin. It's your go.
All right.
Wounded and bleeding.
Take vengeance for your groin.
Oh yeah, we had to do the injury table, and I guess Kevin got a groin injury. It doesn't make much sense, but whatever. It's the injury table.
All right.
Maybe you pulled it.
Got an 8 on my hit roll.
That hits.
Cool. Doesn't that? No, it doesn't raise actually.
It's with.
It's
Five.
parry's 5. You had to get 9.
Yep.
That is really weird actually, because I thought it was for every 4 you got a
4
raise.
over.
4 past the target number.
Yeah, the target number is their parry score.
Yeah, because
if
no-
you're shooting, the target number is the standard of 4.
Yeah. Because for skills, the difficulty is 4.
Yeah, melee is really useless in this. So I hit at least. All right. One sec, sorry.
Yeah, sure. We'll pause. And we're back.
Roll got a 7 on the roll.
You got a 7. Its toughness is 7, so that means you get to roll damage.
Oh, okay. That was damage.
No. So what's it?
Oh, no, so that means it's shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
Alright, it's shaken.
Okay,
So-
and then I get a punch. So.
Go for it.
Did you roll for being unshaken though?
Oh no, I didn't. No. So I
Yeah,
gotta
you
do
got
that.
your spirit?
Spirit.
Spirit's the power.
Spirits.
7.
Oh, you're good.
So I
That's
got
fine.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then punch it again.
Do the punch, kill it.
Another 8 to hit,
Nice.
So roll damage. What it
and an
is.
8 for damage.
Dice.
Yes. Because it was shaken. Now it's
Yep.
dead. Alright, you crush all of them. They die.
Crushing it.
The walls, like every surface is writhing slightly, but not in a way that, 100 more are going to pour out. I'm
Okay.
just going to throw that out at you.
Okay.
Just gonna throw that out at you.
Like they better stay, otherwise they'll get the boot.
So now you're in the cave. Whoo-wee.
So how does first aid here works?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you should get on that.
Let's pause. Now we're back. So, Peter aced that healing roll, fixed the wound on Azur's body, and you're good to go. You're able to flush out the toxins, because there are so many toxins. This thing was an open water thing. So you're in the little creepy cave that's alive.
I think maybe Jack just nopes out of here, just goes back to the tunnel like, no, I'll wait for you guys here.
Of course you will.
We see something at the end of this.
Yeah, the bottleneck.
What does it look like?
It is a small bottle, probably about the size of, bigger than a kid. Like it's a, okay, so small would be a misnomer. It's a container or glass jar about as big as a kid that has like an actual screw top on it. And there is a thing in it. It's full of what looks like some sort of pickled juice. And there is a a kid draws a person where it's like big arms, big legs, and like a little roundy head and like simple smile? That's in there. It's like floating with its arms and legs out.
I really hate that looks vaguely important. Okay. What are these things attracted to? Like the things around us? Do they only seem active towards us?
Oh, the whole thing's just active. Things are grasping and pulling and stuff.
If I crawl on my stomach along the floor, can I stay reasonably far away from the
It's
ceiling?
everywhere.
and-
All
The floor
over.
is it? Like when you're on, if you go down your stomach and crawl to the floor, you're like looking at a face that is the floor.
And all their arms are out, so there's really no way to get through it.
Like some of their arms, some of their elbows, some of their feet and stuff are out. Like they're made. The structure is made of them.
Yeah, the issue is we want to avoid the hands, because the hands are the dangerous part.
Fine.
Okay.
Just set your footing up hard.
You got boots on, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Not to disarm this, but if you've been in here long enough, because this whole place is full of grasping hands and like feet and legs and heads, they don't have that great of a grip on you because they're like fused into the rock. It's not like a whole free hand. It's like the hand's like this much is free, so it's like this trying to like grasp and pull its way out.
Well, let's walk over to it and I'll prime up the attitude readjustment device in case I need to shock anything away.
Okay. Yeah, let's go check it out then.
All right, well, you're in front of it. It's a thing in a jar.
Is it like a person in a jar?
It's person shaped. Like that description I gave you. That's an actual.
Like a stick figure, living stick figure in a jar.
Yeah, it's like it has 3 dimensions. Like it's roundy.
In my
You
scholarly...
know, if you could get like those little dudes that you put in water and overnight they swell up and become like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this looks like, but see through.
Nothing bad has ever happened from releasing things from jars, especially when you don't know what those things are.
It's like moved itself to the edge of the jar where you are, and it's like with its little roundy arms, they're like tapping on the glass.
I tap
It
that.
has a little antenna coming out of its head.
Is it intelligent? Does it respond?
It's like tapping on the glass.
Huh,
I
it's
tap
like
further away. I try and tap a pattern.
Yeah, it follows you. It's aware that you're there.
Does it replicate the pattern?
Yes.
I say we let it out and see what happens.
it's like a little fairy in a jar. If fairies were pretty and not actively hostile every moment of the day. Gonna pop that open.
All right, you let it free. It like you have to like tip the jar and stuff or like pull it out. It's so moist.
Just pour it out.
All right, it slides around the floor for a bit and then crawls itself up, and it's just kind of standing there in like scarecrow kind of formation, looking at you with its dumb face.
What does the
I-
listener say?
Take the jar. with
What is the
us.
what?
The listener say?
She doesn't say anything, man. Stop asking about her. She's there, but she's not there.
You know what's really gonna suck? Carrying that jar all the way back through the tunnel.
Why the jar?
Roll.
I don't know, he's trying to take it.
I
You
want
trying
to keep the jar.
You want a giant
Yeah.
jar?
Yeah.
It's too big to fit down the crevice.
Think of all the things I could put in there.
I guess I'm just gonna pick up this weird stick figure.
You gonna pick it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about child-sized. It's spongy.
Huh.
Ah. Ah, ah.
I hate it.
Well, let's take it with us.
Yeah.
It tries to like struggle free and go into the tunnel out of here.
Oh, it can move on its own.
Oh
it's
yeah,
fine.
like it's stumbling around. Ah.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. Yeah, let's follow it.
Yeah, why not? Maybe it's one of those things in the central bonfire.
It's definitely something.
It just drops itself down the tunnel.
Ah, what's that?
Oh yeah, that falls on you. Ah.
Okay.
It's friendly-ish.
We go back to the tunnel.
Yeah.
I have a picture of one. It's right here.
That's nice. That's not that bad.
I don't. You have to come around. There's no.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
You can like print screen and then paste it into the Discord.
Found some sort of savage.
Wait, I want to name it. I name it Dargos.
Darkos.
Good for you.
It rejects.
So you guys gonna head back?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna follow it. See where it goes.
It's gonna go. It's just gonna run through this tunnel. It's gonna go back to where you guys came from.
That's good.
At.
Does it seem to interact with the people?
Well, you haven't got there yet.
Okay.
I haven't got there yet, man. Give me a minute.
Okay.
There you go. A literal depiction of what they look like.
Squiggly bunny.
It's very endearing.
Yeah.
There's no way that could be evil.
They're not. They're so dumb. But they're everywhere. Food source.
Rabbits too.
Or they're just like this ecosystem's version of moist toilets. Towelettes.
Moist toilet.
When you guys get back to the hub area, it like goes up to the fire, and the fire like highlights it better, and like you can see through it and stuff. It has a book inside of it.
I pull it out.
You just kind of put your hand in and slide it out. And then you pull it out. It's another journal.
Does it
That
have
was
a
its stomach. You just pulled out its stomach.
No, it's a book. It's a book. It's a journal. Does it have a Delisnia crest on it?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is probably written in a language we could read. Or
There
if
you
not
go.
us, then Delisnia.
Yeah, Priscilla.
Yeah.
You open it up, a lot of the pages have been digested because some asshole ate it.
Okay.
But there's
Hey,
writing
don't
and stuff
discipline
on them.
Dargos. He doesn't know better.
Oh, he knows. If not, he will.
What does it say?
It looks like it's a small journal of the brother's time here, and mostly him like mapping the various caverns and the stuff he's found. It's an account of him running into that cavern you ran into, and him being able to interact with the stuff in there without it attacking him. He basically distracted it with like he found things in other parts of the cave system that like had a weird kind of glow or pulse to them, and he like kind of threw those at them because he got a tip off from some of the natives here, and he was able to kind of explore around, and he saw the thing in the jar and interacted with it for a bit and kind of took like drawings and stuff of it. Apparently seen a lot of these around. He let it out of the jar and interacted with it for a bit, and then he let it. How the hell would he have written that down and it got into the guy? I guess it just ends with him talking about how he's opening the jar to interact with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it ate the book, and when he didn't notice, he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
So did he have a name for those creatures?
Nope, he doesn't have a name for much in here. Monsters.
No, they're the Dargos.
Only assholes entered this place and started naming everything as though it's not named before.
I mean, he got a tip off from the natives. Like, oh, maybe he had a conversation about what's going on.
He got a tip off for the cave. He was looking for something in the cave.
Okay.
It's like going to a deserted island and meeting a native there and being like, I'll call you Wednesday.
Friday.
Friday. That's
Nah, you know.
it's the most asshole-ish thing you could possibly do.
I love that you got that reference. That's amazing.
My name is Master.
Does he have any notes about?
Other places?
Yeah, about which are we doing first? The 1 to 5 or the 1 to 2? When we're giving nomenclature. Like if I wanted to talk about this.
Row then depth.
Row then depth.
So
So 2-1. Does he have any notes about 2-1?
2-1. Let me look at what 2-1 is real quick. It's not gonna be
The
quick.
house size. I think.
2-1. He was able to harvest chemicals from there. He's been trying to find a way out. He can't leave.
Oh.
And there's something in here with him. That's been hunting him.
Well, I'm thinking we're just gonna keep going around looking for him. So maybe we can use his journal to get the scoop on areas before we go in, so nothing gets the drop on us.
Well, you guys are doing that thing that literate people can do. Asher's going to each of the directions we've gone to before, and he's using mining symbols, which is something he can understand, and writing it in each direction for anyone else who gets trapped down here.
There you go. There you go.
Don't go here.
Yeah, basically, you
Creepy
know,
children.
crawl space here, horrible sponge thing, just hazards and whatnot, and writing it down.
He does. He mentions that row 1 C4 has some sort of living metal man in it. It calls itself Gilgamesh.
Row 1C4.
Yeah.
So the mission if it's hostile.
Row 1-4. Like
1-4. Okay. Well, let's head towards there.
He was able to trade with it, basically.
Maybe Gilgamesh will remember him, and he might give us some clues to where he is now.
Yeah, maybe. So that requires us to go north.
Yep.
Sounds a damn sight better than going east right now.
Yeah, you just have to go 3 rooms over.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some more lumens for my collection from the supply I've left here.
Have you guys eaten in a while? Like, how long did that take? It's been an hour, 2 hour back. That's 2 hours.
2 hours and
three-
40 minutes
Don't need
total.
to eat in
3
dreamland.
hours. I mean, we're sleeping, so that's fine.
You guys get hungry and tired here.
I don't know. So maybe we should go to sleep here and wake up in real life.
Sorry, so how much time was it coming back from the
Hour to and from.
Yeah.
hour 2? And
So we
In
have
total-
like 3 hours left each.
about 3 more.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's like up to 6, I suppose. So how much of that good silver do you have left?
How much of the good silver, the stuff we have here?
Yeah.
I used 10 of mine since there was 34 in total.
Ah, okay.
So I figured we'd split it 3 ways.
Okay.
So roughly 11 each.
Then each one out to spare. Okay. I guess I should keep a lot of the money.
Yeah. Asher spent all his because there's no point in not spending all the silver we have here or we find here on this stuff.
Alright, I'm going to pause as you guys prepare to head on your little adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your question?
So, how much will the food cost us, I guess?
How much food are you getting?
Enough for a meal.
Again.
Yeah, we gotta be back here.
Like a day's
6
meal,
hours
basically?
anyways.
Yeah.
3 silver.
Okay, what if we offer those horrible rations we found on the Gordian guys?
They don't want them.
They don't want them?
3 silver total for all of us?
Yeah, like a silver each. Silver a day.
Oh, silver each. Okay, that's better. I'm rapidly running out of silver.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so are we all stockpiled up? Everybody ready for a longer journey?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, how much lantern did you bring with you? Because I'm bringing a 10. How much?
I have 6, but I'll
6.
go up to 10.
I'm bringing 6 as well because I really don't want to be over encumbered, especially if we find things we have to bring back.
Okay.
And I'll up it to 7 actually.
I'll spend my
8.
last silver to go to 8, because that's all I can do.
Okay.
And then if I'm getting desperate, I'll use our scavenged silver.
And maybe we'll luck out and find more lamps as well.
Oh, more silver.
That's what I'm hoping for.
We just need to murder some aliens.
Australia is a very cold, hostile place, isn't it, Jack?
No, it's very warm. It's a desert.
Alright, yeah, I guess we're just going north then. So we're to the crawl.
Yeah, it is a chimney that heads into Area 3.
Is it a chimney?
Same order.
Yep, it is a chimney.
Okay.
You're gonna crawl on a chimney, a gentle slope
gotcha.
and it's 3, again, it's 4 feet wide, only
Yep.
3 feet wide. That little liquid thing, one of the people in the village kind of grabs it and puts it into a tiny hut that has like bars, a cage.
We just freed him.
Well, now he's back in the cage where he belongs.
Oh no, food.
Otherwise, he'll just eat shit.
Ah,
I'm gonna come back and he'll be in the stew. It's fine.
Should
be
be
the
forever stew.
I mean, it's perfect. Then take whatever you want to do in this stew. Just make him eat it, and then just toss him whole into the, you know.
So I'll take the lead again and use rope to help you guys up the slope.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right. So row 1, room 2. Oh yeah, your lanterns are fairly good for this. You guys head through the crawl space. Eventually, it comes to the chimney, and it opens up into. Let me roll this quick. Oh, cool. So this entrance you come into is 8 feet wide. So on that area, mark it as 8, and all the other ones are 4.
So.
Oh shit, the length.
This
You're
is
right.
This is 8. Or this is 8.
The entrance mouth, like how big the tunnel is.
Okay.
The length I have to roll yet. The length is hour and a half.
Okay.
So like the size of the tunnel matters, as does the time. Two different numbers.
Yep.
Just letting you know. This room is a weird shaped cavern. It's shaped like an hourglass. So it has like large vaulted ceilings that come down together into a kind of central hole and then opens up again. And like moisture and slick run down it and drip down and just keep kind of doing that forever.
Okay.
This is a very wet cave system. It smells like the ocean, like sea salt. And you hear a hissing or a fizzling.
And the journal mentioned that he harvested chemicals from here?
Not from this room. You pointed to a different room.
Okay.
The mansion room. This is not. This room's like... This cave is about, with your lantern light, it's probably about 30 by 30.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear a hissing sound.
Like the hissing of water, or the hissing of a giant snake?
Hissing
of escaping steam?
An animal. Or maybe steam? Maybe both?
I hope it's not river snakes.
That's all I got for you. You're in this cavern.
Well, we're trying to make our way to 1-4, so I guess maybe
You have to head to the top layer where the hissing's coming from.
we'll edge our way around to the east.
Should we check out another dead end we have, or because there's a dead end that we write down?
No.
Also, remember,
Everything-
this is an hourglass. You have to head up the ring to the top part to go where you gotta go.
Every part of me says no, except for my natural curiosity, which says yes, and that's the ruling part of my body. So let's check it out.
Except we'll die if we don't have enough, if we run out of light and whatnot. So
I also feel like I'll die if I don't check out that room.
You'll die either way then. Huh. Although if it's going down from here, I'm almost feeling we'll have to be going down into the water or what have you. That's probably on the bottom.
We can check it out on the way back. How about
Yeah.
that? If we have enough time.
Probably. Okay, so yeah, I guess we have to shimmy upwards to get there. Okay, let's check whether there's something in that water on the bottom, and then we can pyramid upwards.
There is.
Okay.
There's a rusted and broken shotgun.
Oh. I gently
Fish it out.
Yeah, fish it out with that bayonet I have.
Your magic weapon.
Yes, with my trusty gun.
It's like snapped in half and like the barrels are rusted out, but it's a shotgun.
is there a crest or a manufacturer on it?
Yeah, on the shotgun tang, there's a crest on it.
Delineate?
No.
Some sort of real world shotgun.
Yes, actually, it's sort of looking for British made.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. That's the Evil Dead, so whatever.
Okay.
Think smart. Think smart.
Okay, I think that's from my world.
He says, apropos of nothing.
Apropos of this rusted thing.
Do we want to talk about the my world theory to the party?
What do you mean?
What do you guys know about what he means when he says my world?
Kind of just assume he's really egocentric and he's talking about his own country.
My world. It's a whole world.
Australia.
And he's like, it's full of dangerous animals and criminals. And it's like, yeah, that sounds like this world.
It's a desert. It's dry.
It sounds like every place that's not
It's
Barovia
like,
to me.
okay, you came from an island country. Those exist.
good enough.
Yeah, how do you know you're in a different world? How do you know you didn't just go across the water?
Because I'm an educated person.
You're not Atreus.
I think the moon's tipped him off.
Oh, sorry. You're not
From
a
a
reverse
Catholic
Atreus.
He just sounds really misled. That's literally all of it.
Misled.
Misled.
It's like, yeah, you wandered through the mist during a war. I wound up here.
The stone in here is flaky. Like in the ampoule area you're in, the stone kind of flakes off like shale, but almost kind of like bark too.
So it means you can't really climb it.
Yeah, you could climb it. It's just
Let's
it's
rope
adding
ourselves
flavor.
together.
So how high is the call we need to get to? Can we two of us buddy up and help usher up?
Yeah, the three of you could act as a human ladder and get you guys up there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
The top part of the hourglass is fuzzy and white. Like the entire interior is coated in what looks like dandelion seeds. And jutting out bits of quartz.
Maybe you should poke it first to see whether something tries to.
Maybe we just don't touch the walls or take any of this pretty quartz.
I really want to, though.
Here, take this down.
Rub your face all over and go right ahead.
What is the equivalent of spotting or whatever?
Tracking?
I don't know.
Notice?
Survival?
Notice? Is
Notice.
a thing?
Yeah,
No,
notice
that'd
is
be
a skill.
notice.
I'm going to let you guys roll notice.
486.
I failed there.
Oh,
Succeeded.
blew up. 12.
Two raises.
Okay, you two. You're looking around this kind of area and like all the prettiness and the shimmering and the dandelions. Those dandelion seeds look like fungal spores. One, you figure out. Two, they have thin filaments attached to all the different spores. They're kind of like waving as you come up. And if you follow the line, there's a ledge with kind of a cave. And there what looks like a large, white, bloated, and at the same time rail-thin lion. And its ruff is made of these spores. And its face is nothing but mouth with eyes ringing the sides of it. And it is curled up the way cats do around these huge towns, dripping with acid, making that hissing sound, dropping down to the ground below. Its flank has a kind of splotchy red and milky white wound where it looks like a shotgun round might have hit it.
It's a dandelion.
It's a dandelion.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim at it.
What are you doing?
Specifically, it's a alkaline. Get it? An alkaline? Alkali. Acid. You're aiming?
Yeah, I'm gonna start aiming at it.
Okay. He's aiming at it.
It's sleeping. We can just go through. They probably can't climb.
I think if we touch the spores, it'll wake up.
So let's not touch the spores. They're on the walls.
There are weapons in the chopper.
But probably there's some sort of journal in here. There must be. Just
What, under the lion?
I mean,
That seems really contrived. Like some kind of adventure.
I don't know. There's a chance we could take it out if we just. It's already wounded.
I mean, whatever you pointed this thing at died, so there's a high chance it will also die.
Okay. If everyone is advising discretion, I'm willing to go discretion.
Unless you want to find a really high ledge where it can't reach us. Then I'm fine with taking aim. You know.
I just don't want my last words to be "I told you so." Wait, I do want my last words to be that.
So you should.
Backstab.
Okay, let's sneak by it.
You guys don't want to engage in the murder?
Not
It
really.
might have some silver on it.
I'm just worried it's gonna get the jump on us.
You know, it doesn't seem like a good idea. Attacking something that seems to be connected to all the walls around here.
You go back out into the tunnel because it's not that big of a room and shoot from the tunnel.
Because you know what that makes it sound like? It sounds like it's the entire room and the lion is just like a part of it.
That's something
Several hours
spiky.
without a drink, and you're just full of good sense.
Yes,
Alright.
without a drink. The lantern.
You guys back away from the alkaline. And you head into the normal walk that's only about 4 feet high, so you gotta kind of be careful going on through it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's check for length. Because it leads into another tiny closet room.
Oh, no.
30 minutes. Mark it down, mark it down, mark it down. Oh boy, closet room. Let me double check. That alkaline is going to be a problem when you guys come back. Let me pause. Okay, so you head over into that other cavern. That cavern there is very small. super small. It's like it's a donut-shaped cave. Like it loops around on either side, kind of like a donut.
Okay.
And you kind of have to like bend over to walk on through here. This cave, the rock. Oh shit! This place is covered in gold.
Oh.
There's veins of gold moving through it.
Okay.
And there's like phosphorescent mushrooms and stuff lying around.
Well, then we had a jar to collect these mushrooms in.
Yeah, it's not like you have a bag or anything like that.
We got a jar.
So how big is the entrance and the exits?
The entrance is brutal. 4 feet, and the other entrances out of here are 3.
Oh no.
Yeah, that means you're going to have to be as thin as possible to crawl your way through. You're going to have to get on the flat of your bellies. Especially, do you have your robot with you?
No.
No, I don't.
You don't have Brobot with you?
No.
Because then you could turn his arm to the wheels and just glide on through.
Then you could turn his head into a guillotine and kill yourself.
Like the French.
Yes.
The robot is watching our sleeping bodies.
Oh yeah, it's in the real world.
Where are they? Where are they?
Tapping an axe into its cold, unfeeling metallic, watching us sleep.
There you
Wondering
go.
if we'll
Did
ever
you-
wake up.
Did you program it with some alarm functions that will wake us up?
Oh no, it's not that advanced.
At one end of the donut, it actually branches out into a small cave that's actually carved, like faceted, like a diamond ring.
Yeah.
Imagine that this was like the impression left by a diamond ring. So the cave is like a cut, faceted cave.
Okay.
And there are little people in that cave.
Oh no.
They're about 2 to 3 feet tall. They're kind of squat and wide, and they're covered in robes that are soaked in liquid and are very damp and moist. And they have like a little bench in front of them, and have little beds that are made of mushrooms, basically.
Are these gnomes?
No, they're cool, Kevin. These are cool, not gnomes.
The dwarves then.
I don't think any of us has probably ever seen a dwarf before, so it's probably very easy to assume, oh, they're dwarves.
Yeah.
Look at them with their little hammers and tools.
There's a little like
Probably
mushrooms and
where my
stuff
mind
growing
goes.
out of the damp rags and stuff they have on.
Huh.
Well met.
And raises its arm to copy you. The hood rises up, and there's just a mushroom cap under the hood with like glowing spots on it. And, like the gills kind of go, the mushroom gills kind of open and close.
Maybe it's good that I didn't pick the mushrooms.
You mean their children? Yeah.
I get another, right?
So they've got like a little... What's the setup in here?
It's a little cave that has like a bench and like shelves and little beds made of like mushroom material that have like blankets and rags that are damp on it.
It's like a little tavern, or
Kinda. It's some sort of business.
not a store though, just a...
It could be. You have to interact with them.
Yeah, but it's gross.
It's moist.
Yeah, they have to stay moist, or they'll dry out and die.
Oh no.
Well, it's easy enough to see that this looks like a store, so I guess Asher just takes a coin out and kind of...
It grabs its shoulder with its little stubbly hands and kind of twists and yanks a mushroom out of it and kind of hands it over to you. It's blue.
Okay. Well, it already mutilated itself, so I'm not gonna just take my business elsewhere now.
It doesn't take the coin. Instead, it kind of pantomimes with its hand going up to its gills.
Eat it. Take my children with you.
And I'm probably gonna die down here anyway.
We're all gonna die soon anyway.
You get a random power up.
Yeah,
It's
he'll eat the mushroom.
Cool. That means it can activate its psychokinetic spores and talk to you.
Oh.
Hello. You hear in your head.
Okay. I'm gonna think at it and be like, hi.
No, you have to talk out loud. It's one way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Okay.
You guys can't hear this.
We can hear him though.
Yeah, he's talking at it.
He's talking. He ate a mushroom.
His
and now he's
eyes are
talking.
super dilated. He's looking kind of shivery.
He's having a bad trip.
Do you know where we are, what this is?
You're in our cave.
Okay. Actively just trying to think of... has a man come in here? It kind of looks like her, but a man.
Oh, it's hard to tell. You all look alike.
Okay, that's fair.
You like move some of its rags back. It's just a mushroom man. It doesn't have a face. It's just a mushroom cap with arms and legs.
I hate part of his body. Has anyone passed here recently at all, though? Like a human or elf or anyone like that?
Yeah, a little while ago.
Which way did they go?
Oh, they went, like, it points to the way you guys are going to want to be going.
Oh, cool. Okay, perfect.
It spoke to the Gilgamesh.
Alright, is the Gilgamesh peaceful?
Oh, it depends.
This is very important. What does it depend on?
How you talk to it, how you treat it, its mood.
So don't be condescending, is what you're saying.
Yes.
He looks over at the more educated people in the party.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got a shop here. Do you sell things, or...
We sell rations and things we find.
Okay, can you show me your...
The meat and bones use them to heal themselves.
I like the sound of that. Can you show me what you have?
It, like, under the table brings out this big kind of basket covered in cheesecloth of, like, medicinal herbs and stuff, and, like, rocks and spices it's mined from the wall, then crushed down.
Okay. Hey, Doc, anything in here you recognize as helpful?
Well,
Yeah,
find a couple things
it's,
out there.
it's great.
It's useful.
Just happy to be here. Yeah, we'll buy a bunch of this, actually.
I mean, I've got the doctor's back with me. I'm fine.
This will replenish your kits.
Okay.
That's basically it. And if you want to buy more, you can get your circumstantial bonuses to your heal rolls for the next little while. You know, next couple of uses of the next big problems.
I don't know. I think we're fine.
Well, we can always come back here then.
Yeah.
Well, we may stumble back in here, bandaged and bleeding.
So, are those able to communicate with the people we found at the center? Are they different people? Maybe ask them. How do you communicate? Because you seem to have found a way to talk with them.
Just nods, eyes very dilated. Hey, so we found a camp a ways back full of, like, people. They came alive when we set a fire in the center. Do you know what that's about?
The Cinder people. They're not meat and bone, and they're not made of living material. They're made of ash and fire.
Okay, that makes sense. They're peaceful. What are they? Like,
They tend to the fire. They're traders like us.
okay.
They come from deeper than the Outlands.
The Outlands.
This is the Outlands.
Okay.
It's as far away from Grand Mall as you can get.
Grand Mall. That was mentioned in the map, wasn't it? Or...
Notes here and there.
Okay. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, it's very far away. It's at the center of the world.
Shit. Can you put us on the right path towards there? Like, we've got this map. I should just bring out the map that we have all sketched down. Would you know where to go for that? We're looking for
I don't know
something.
how to read this.
Oh shit. I don't think it was the Braille map. I think it was the actual map that we've sketched down.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to read this. It doesn't see the way you see.
Oh, that's fair.
It understands locations by like its spore tracking and stuff.
Oh.
A sort of plant-based radar.
That's fair. Okay. Are there any signs throughout the cavern that we might, like Flesh and Bone, might be able to pick up of where to go?
Well, like this, like it kind of looks at your map because like you can kind of pick out the rooms and stuff if you explain it to it. This is all of the Outlands. You have to go further, deeper, back to the Grand Mall.
Okay. We're just trying to find our way through the Outlands proper to deeper. I guess if we go the way towards Gilgamesh, is that the way to go? Or are we entirely in the wrong direction?
I don't know. There are many ways to get to the Grand Mall, but they're hard to find. Smaller people have an easier time. There are littler ways in.
So, can you communicate with the Ash people?
Oh yeah, is it possible to speak with the Ash people?
You need an interpreter.
What about the Dargons? Can you speak to the Dargons?
What to the
Squishy
weird
rabbit.
rabbit things?
Sponge things.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show that's. Oh wait, keep showing
Assuming
pictures
you have a
to it.
sketch.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of braille it out since it's raised.
And it'll like put its hands over it and kind of smear it all over. The simple folk.
Okay, they're just around, I guess.
They're harmless. They're the best slavers you could run into.
Slavers. Or slaves.
The slaves really take care of them.
I'm sorry, what?
They're simple folk. They take slaves, but they're not very competent.
Trying to
Are they
imagine
like-
that.
Are they like cats that they pick their whatever slaves, quote unquote? You take care of me now. You my slave.
We go back and stab that one. It's like slavery is over.
Slavery's evil! Powers check, slaver.
Okay, so there's that. Okay, so before this mushroom wears off, this really fantastic mushroom, any other questions we should ask this guy?
No?
Is there a race that could lead us to the deeper?
Oh yeah, is there anyone in here that could lead us to the deeper end?
It said smaller races can find it easier.
The
Yeah.
Cinder folk would know. They've been here the longest.
Who can interpret their language for us then?
Hard to say. The Cinder folk keep to themselves, but if you could get someone... There was a blackbird that came through here that could speak to them.
Like an actual bird?
Oh, it was meat and bone. Kind of like you.
So some raven. Or something maybe bigger.
They had a lot of metal on them that made a jingle when they moved.
Ravens, you can't actually see, so you could just be thinking of feathers. Did that Vistani woman have a lot of metal
She
on?
was Vistani. The answer is yes. They're a
Nice
stereotype.
That bitch. She knew the whole time.
Yeah, come here every day.
Okay.
What of it?
So she passed through. Did she go in the same way towards the Gilgamesh?
No, she just comes through sometimes, speaks to the Cinder folk.
Huh. Okay. I thought so. Alright, I think that's all the questions. Do you want something for your time?
Metal. It's the only thing we can't make.
Huh.
It kills us to make it.
Like cold metals?
No, just... you can't make steel without making fire.
Oh, because you're all wet. And,
Sure.
okay, that.
Give him the shotgun. That's made of steel.
Have this entire shotgun.
I mean,
We found it in a lake. I'm just gonna take out 2 silvers and just kind of lay them down.
Yeah, it'll take those.
Yeah, well, thanks. It's nice to meet something that's sentient and friendly in here.
It's nice to meet you too.
Also, is that gold on the walls?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, minerals. Is that...
Is that metal? Or is that something?
It's gold, but I don't know if it's the type of gold your type like.
Huh.
Fool's gold?
Yeah,
It's
that's-
pyrite.
Pity. Okay, yeah. We've encountered that plenty of times. Okay. Fair enough. Guess we can move on then.
It's hard to tell what rocks your kind like.
The pretty hard kinds, usually.
Okay.
Also silver. We really like silver.
Who doesn't?
Vampires. Okay, so I think we'll be going eastwards from here
Yep.
to get to
Eastwards
Gilgamesh.
to the Gilgamesh.
To a very narrow shaft.
Yeah, you guys have to get on your bellies and stuff. So, the path to... Oh, were we paused that whole time? No, we're fine. The path to the Gilgamesh. 2 hours.
Jesus.
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry, 20 minutes.
Okay, that's
I made a mistake.
significantly better.
The different paths have different factors for them.
Because at that point we'd be like, we'd have to turn back.
Yeah.
Will die. Alright. You travel that small crevice, and it leads out into this room. Your lanterns, of course, precede you. You come in through a side entrance. It is a conical room. So it has a wide base and points up at the top. It's a little bit bigger than 10 feet, maybe 10, 15 feet. And dominating the middle of the room is what you can only imagine is Gilgamesh. The Gilgamesh is about 12 to 15 feet tall, hunched. It is a large, swollen man made of stone and metal and building materials. Wet plaster and cement is inside of it, sealing it up. It looks like it's made of like a dozen different statues from different time periods and different designs. One of its leg isn't even a leg, it's a caryatid column from Greece. Its hands are like small. One of its hands is small and slender, like it's a perfectly articulated woman's arm. Another is big and large, like it's in effigy of a minotaur or a bull. Its face is Minotaurian, but it has like a person's nose, a woman's mouth, the eyes of a hawk, another eye that looks like it's a lighthouse. It's a mishmash of statues that's covered in weird, shaky fur on the stone. Almost like in Shadow of the Colossus, how it has that almost living texture to it. Yeah, its nose, that human nose, is actually pierced with like a bull ring.
Okay.
I smell man.
We are men.
Sorry, it's been a while since we've had a chance for a shower. Human joke.
Oh my god.
The room is the room is resounding with the echo of stone tumbling against stone, like you've put a bunch of bricks inside like a dryer. That's just him shifting around and moving inside of here. Come closer. Let me get a look at you.
Well, I'm not going to defy Gilgamesh.
Yep.
We approach. We're lanterns.
What are you doing here, travelers? What are you looking for?
We're looking for another human. A man by the name of Jared Delisnia.
Gerard. Yes. Friends of his would come by. You're much more alive than the others.
Did the monks visit?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds unfulfilling.
Other people came seeking him out then?
He's being hunted.
Ooh.
By what?
A predator. It has his blood.
You mean his scent or his actual blood?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know where we might find him?
In the Outlands.
That's probably Leo the Lisnia chasing after him.
It was a wicked thing. It tried to get in here, but... And it like moves its like large arm to the entrance you came out of and just puts its finger in the entrance.
Look.
It was unable to get in.
There's other ways around, though.
How long ago was this?
Some time ago.
Do you know which way he went? We want to get to him before this predator does.
Well, he left out of the other exit, and I think he was trying to double back to the Ember people.
Okay. That makes sense.
We would have passed him by unless that giant cat ate him.
His lantern was flickering. He might have got lost.
What do you mean? If his lantern goes off, wouldn't he just...
Leave here?
What do you leave here? That's what happened to us.
Last time.
Yeah, we just woke up.
Do you know how we get back to the waking world from here?
This is the only world there ever has been. Perhaps when you go to sleep, you dream of a place with a smiling sun. To delude yourself into thinking there was someplace else. Perhaps a place like Darkon.
What about Darkon?
It's a place beyond my reach that I must get to.
Why is that?
My foe is there. I was made by the gods to strike down the most wicked creature in all of creation, Aslan, the Wizard King.
Yeah. I've heard bad things about him too.
I once challenged him in open combat, and he sent me to the center of the earth. He says, in this conical room, much like you'd find if someone were to cast the 9th level D&D spell Imprisonment on you, which sends you to the center of the earth forever.
If you only had this spell. If you only had sun.
Yeah, I don't suppose there's any way we can help you out of here.
I'll wait, and wait until that rotten old wizard's magic wears off, and I'll ascend up to the dream world he calls his domain, and crush the life out of his little body.
Be a good day in Barovia.
I mean, I can't see it affecting Barovia in the slightest way, but I mean, I get you.
I don't know what this Barovia is, but it sounds fictitious.
So, did you mention that you're a trader? Is that true?
I trade in valuable things.
What do you find valuable?
Oh, I find conversation, supplies, help, aid, supplication. I trade in the most valuable of things.
Help would definitely be appreciated.
Oh, no. I don't give help. I take help in exchange for my trade goods.
What do you need in the way of help?
Okay, who said what first?
I said, what do you offer? And he asked,
What do you need as help?
I am looking for a way to leave here as quickly as possible. Waiting is one thing, but absolution is quite another.
We're just people of Barovia. Is there a way you know of that could help you that way? A way
I know
out?
of one way. Waiting. But you are small and can move in places I cannot.
that's true.
Find me an escape, or put in best effort.
Your escape would likely be our escape, so we do see a way.
Well, then we have a deal.
So, what do you offer?
Oh, I trade in the most valuable resource of them all, allowing you to leave this chamber alive. I have it in abundance, but sometimes it can be in short supply. For I am the Gilgamesh.
I think we'll be very much appreciative of your wares.
Yes, let's take some of it now and leave through the north.
The northern chimney. No, it's a squeeze.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so you guys have to get on your all fours and you have to do it's a squeeze, so you have to actually like really slim down and drag your way through.
You know what we can do? Never go into that chamber again, because there's another way around.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was
there
a
is.
detour.
Hey, you had to go to the Gilgamesh to find out what's going on. Gerard was through here recently-ish, running away from a vampire.
Yeah. Right away, probably from Leo.
Yes, he was running away from Leo, and the Gilgamesh let him stay there for a while.
Stay a while, listen. Okay, how long? Wait.
I'll pause. Alright, you guys come out of that tiny little crawl space into the room. This room is probably 3 to 4 rooms large. It's big. It looks a lot bigger than would indicate on your kind of map markings and stuff, because there's something wrong with it. So the center of the room is spherical, and it looks like it's been carved perfectly spherical, with branching kind of tubes that go away from it. If you're looking at it from a slice perspective, it'll look like an octopus. This room is lit up before your lanterns get to it. It is pulsing with white, bright light that also has a kind of pale, almost sickly blue color to it that's flashing and leaving your shadows behind on the wall whenever you move, kind of like a phosphor flash effect. And there is the sound of someone, like many... Hold on, this.
Excuse you.
Jesus Christ, sorry. There's a sound of many wet hands rubbing against many rims of wine glasses. That kind of high-pitched screeching sound from glass vibrating. In the center of the room, at the ceiling, you've never seen this before. A sea monster. It's the size of a bus. It's white. It's a whale. But it's old-looking. And it's writhing, floating in the middle of the room at the ceiling. Its skin is covered in scars and puncture wounds. There are harpoons in it. There are open sores from bite marks. There are fangs left in it.
This is the white whale.
Yeah, it's an albino whale. Its body is covered in damage. Horrific damage you couldn't even imagine from things bigger than it. Things that are so big you could never imagine it in your little horrible life in Barovia. It has multiple sets of large eyes going across its flank that glow with purple light. And they're all kind of like they're either looking out or rolling to the back of its head as it is in clear agony. The light it's giving off is creating phantasmal images of things like krakens and leviathans and man-shaped things with harpoons for arms stabbing into stuff, attacking it, attacking the walls around it, and the walls are actually breathing in and out. The stone itself is shifting and morphing. The whole place smells like blood.
Gerard?
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks around here that have kind of like been dragged up by its breathing cycle and pushed down to make cover. And there's like debris from ships and stuff around here that looks like it's created with its own nightmares and dropped around here. And in a ship that has like a glass dome to it, almost like a greenhouse, you see a dude that looks a lot like Priscilla if she didn't take care of herself. Who's like brought up metal and glass and has been hiding out, and he pricks his head up when you guys call out to him.
I was calling out to the whale, but he's a man. Okay.
Is that your brother, Priscilla?
Yes, yes.
Well, let's go get him.
He's like waving at you, being like, shh.
Asher has kind of stopped paying attention. His axe is on the ground. He's just staring at this thing.
It's making whale sounds, which are the most haunting sounds in the world.
You know that PTSD train machine from Wizards? That's basically the effect it's having on him.
The PTSD machine from Wizards, which was just Nazi propaganda.
Yeah, basically.
World War II footage. I'm glad you changed your name, you son of a bitch.
Does it look like there's a way up to the whale?
No, it is like 30 to 40 feet up.
That's good.
Let's start making our way over to Gerard.
Time for some sneaking.
There's got to be a way to put that thing out of its misery.
Like as you're walking, every once in a while, like a harpoon drops from the ceiling, made real when it wasn't there before, and it just slams into the ground on a rope and just starts dragging itself along like it's opening up the ground into like opening the ground up like it was flesh, parting from a scalpel.
Oh no.
Things are happening around you in psychedelic patterns and displays as you make way to the crashed ship he's in.
Okay.
Yeah, this is decidedly uncomfortable.
And you see it coming, so it doesn't get a surprise jump attack on you. There is a man creature. It's pale and elfin, and all of its skin is dragged across its face. Its flesh is calcified into stone and salt. It has large rending talons and blunted vampire bat fangs. And it's wearing like the shredded armor with the old style Delisnia crest on it. It comes up from like on top of a rock, like a Wendigo almost, and starts crawling down towards you guys, making screeching sounds.
Deal initiative.
Deal initiative, bitches. You have to fight Leo Delisnia, the fossilized vampire. He's actually a character in Ravenloft. He's an actual named famous figure.
Huh.
I didn't make him up or anything.
I mean, we did find those records in that monastery, so I presume.
I'm just saying you're fighting a piece of the campaign setting's history.
Okay, let's melee him.
Yeah, let's go to non this music for the fight. All right, who drew highest? I got an 8.
Queen.
10.
5.
All right, so Frank,
No.
Paul,
Jack.
Jack. It's only been 6 sessions.
Oh, Devon. You'll never figure this out. Okay. No, so I guess I use one of my, few bullets I have to
This
shoot
would be the excellent time to use this bullet. I'm going to warn you. Leo Delisnia is a wild card.
Okay. That's nice.
Oh man, he gets bennies. I forget I get bennies.
3 pennies.
Give me bennies.
Ah.
And I think he gets his own supply because he's a wild card. Like I get a GM pool, and then each of my wild cards gets their own supply.
Okay.
Let's pause while you do your rolling and I read that. All right, we're back. So listeners, I get 3 bennies because I'm the GM because we have 3 PCs, and then I get 2 because Leo Delisnia is a wild card. So I have 5 bennies here. Peter, you shot Leo Delisnia.
Yeah, I hit him with a raise, I rolled damage, and it's got a wound and a shaking.
All right, you would have wounded him if he wasn't a vampire and invulnerable to damage, so he is only shaken.
Okay. That's nice.
So your rifle round goes into his center mass through the armor, and you see it like visibly knock him back from the force, but the bullet itself just kind of crumbles off of him. He's off key though.
Yay.
Yay!
Immune to damage.
Yeah, you have to wound him with his weaknesses.
Silver, guys.
Which, you're Barovians, you figure it out.
I mean,
Throw
Good
to the
thing
wall.
we
and
all
see-
brought stakes.
well, good thing we brought, Priscilla.
Yeah, she's here.
She has holy water and shit.
Yeah,
There you go.
she's a vampire hunter D.
I mean, she's not Vampire Hunter D, but she's a vampire hunter.
Yeah. You don't really have access to her stuff, though, right now.
I mean,
unless she's like,
She's over there. She'll
give
help.
Give us your pearls, lady.
Is she... What is she? Is she an ally? Is she an extra?
I think she's a wild card.
Yeah,
She's her own thing.
perfect. So maybe let's make her attack now.
Hold on. Let me...
The cold shot to the heart will damage him?
Yeah, a cold shot to the heart will do damage, and if he doesn't save against it, he'll die instantly.
So you mean if I'll be aiming for the heart, that's good enough?
You have to stake him by aiming with a
Stake.
-4.
On
with
page
wood.
71, there are rules for small target, which specifically call out...
No, wait.
for
Whoa,
vampire.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone, whoa. Stake through the heart. A vampire hit with a cold shot to the heart. So, no, not wood.
Anything.
Anything.
Okay.
Even the hot steel of man.
Modern weaponry. Fuck.
But your shooting is what? D4 too?
D4 plus 2 plus D6 because I'm wild die. So
Because bennies.
do I.
Okay. Oh, I mean that's what I said. You have bennies.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, you shot and stunned him. Who's after Queen?
I am.
What do you got?
A 10 of diamonds.
Go for it.
Will Priscilla go?
Yeah, I'll get a fucking minute.
Okay, Asher's aiming at this thing. Is it just entirely incoherent? Like,
It's coming to your face.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to think how you would react if Willem Dafoe was on all fours naked running at you.
still clearly a human, though, is the issue.
No, because it's like made of stone now.
No, it's fossilized. Like its skin's all like pulled up against it. It's clearly undead.
Yeah, it's still wearing, like, a human's clothes and stuff like that. It clearly was human at
Oh yeah,
one
no,
point.
it definitely was a person.
Are you
I
also
mean,
a
probably has
pacifist?
disintegrated by now.
Not a pacifist, but he's not okay with just killing someone at random.
I mean, you
Come
know.
on, I don't want to do this.
It's making the megabyte scream sound effect.
I'm aiming at his leg
Go for it.
for a non-lethal shot, but that's a -2 to hit.
Man, I wish your robot was here to die.
Yeah,
He gets
wish
2
my
attacks
robot was here
around.
too.
Would a 6 hit it?
Its parry is 7.
Oh,
So
shit.
you're shooting.
Shooting.
Oh, you're
So
shooting.
yes.
So yeah, totally hits it.
Okay, so that was I got an 8, but -2, so...
6. So you still hit it.
Okay,
What race?
so yeah, I'm aiming at its knee, basically, to try and make it stop.
Sure. Do you know where the called shot tables are?
I have here combat options.
Give.
It's a -2 to a limb. -4 to the head.
Okay,
-4.
well, what happens when you hit its limb? That's what I was wondering.
Maybe.
It doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
All right, let me pause and look that up.
I think it...
We're back. All right, you shoot in the leg with a crossbow. It hits its leg, and the round kind of just shatters off of it as it keeps on running directly towards you.
Okay.
What are you up to, Phineas?
I'm gonna aim.
With your lightning
I'm
gun?
gonna pull out the lightning gun and I'm gonna start aiming at its heart.
It's good. It's good. Smart. Okay, Priscilla is going to take this turn to get her gear out because it's all packed up and stuff because of all those goddamn caves you had to go through. So she hangs back and starts like unwrapping everything and like reorganizing stuff so she can actually have her gear on hand. She had to pack that shit to get through the caves unless it's not on her.
Okay. You have 5, so it means you went after it. You go after the step.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
Leo Delisny
right.
gets to go. Ah.
Okay.
Okay, so you two shot at it, so you're both getting attacked by Leo Delisnia.
Oh no.
Fighting D10. 10, 12 on you.
Oh no, I think that's a race.
Yeah, it is. And Kevin. 9. What's your parry?
My parry's 6.
Okay.
Not a
So.
race.
Oh no. Yeah, not a race. So. His strength plus
No.
D4 plus the D6 on Peter.
Oh no.
Oh, wee!
Well, we.
Also, it's a plus 12 plus 3.
Oh no.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage to Peter.
My toughness is 5, so it got a shaken and a wound.
Shaken and a wound. Oh shit, you're right, shaken. It has to roll its spirit. This might not
Oh,
even
yeah.
affect you.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's fine.
I'll,
It unshook.
I'll roll soaking.
And that's a vigor check.
Figure D4.
Ooh-wee.
I rolled snake eyes.
Oh no.
I'm wounded, guys.
So Leo Delisnia jumps on your foreign friend and knocks him to the ground and starts tearing at him. Then it jumps off of him like the Wendigo from Until Dawn and jumps and attacks Asher. So
D12 plus D4.
D12 plus D4. What's your toughness?
My toughness is
7.
7.
12.
Plus 3.
15.
15.
So 8,
So-
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 2 wounds.
Yeah.
You're shaken and you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
Do you want to spend a Benny to soak?
Sure. So that's a vigor roll.
Figure roll.
Spirit.
Vigor.
Spirit roll.
For soaking?
Wait, what? What am I talking about? Vigor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, spirit is
I'm still learning.
shaking.
A 6.
So you got at least 4.
Yep.
So that means you remove
Reduce
one of those
by one.
wounds.
Yeah, so you only take 1 wound, and I don't.
You're
and you're
still
shaken. Yeah. So that also happens to you.
Injury rolls then.
Yes, actually, you guys have to check for injury now. I might have killed the party.
Oh no.
He's a vampire.
It'll be natural end to this game.
That would be a sad end if I killed you guys. Or you
Yes.
came back as vampires. Or your family members took up the investigation.
In Australia,
Season
mate.
2. I might have killed you
My
guys.
brother swore me mum.
Swear on me, mom? Really? Oh my god. Let me pause. Alright, we're back. So these two survived at their injury rolls and aren't horrifically injured by the Vampire King.
Phineas, what do you do?
I'm aiming.
He's aiming.
Okay.
Alright, new round. Deal him out. 2 to me because I have a fuck machine.
King of the 4. Ace. 7 and 9.
So who got an ace?
Phineas.
Phineas. You need to start shaking away its bennies.
Yes.
Murder.
So the question is, can I use a called shot on full auto fire?
Why not?
Don't see why not.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that.
That sounds amazing. So each shot is a separate attack, right?
Yep.
No, we thought that last time, but
Oh.
we were wrong. What I do is I roll 1 die for each attack, plus my wildcard die.
But I mean
And-
for the purpose of soaking.
yeah, each one would be
Separate.
each one that succeeds is its own hit.
Thank Christ, then you could blade away its bennies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be.
Shot
Nice.
to the heart.
So I'm shooting for the heart, but I aimed, so it's a -2 to each of these.
Go for it. Kill it.
Reroll?
So this one explodes. 7 -2, 5. So it hits. I hit with 1.
Okay, and can't you just spend a Benny to reroll the whole thing? That's what it said in one of the example rules.
Yes. I'll do that, and if I don't hit with any, I can still keep.
Yeah,
this
you
roll,
keep
which
whatever you
has one.
prefer.
There's one exploding.
It's still going to be the same, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, so the
But
first
you
one
can
was
keep
better.
spending bennies.
Okay, so
Well, I did full auto to try and get 1 through, so I hit it in the heart with 1 shot.
how much damage does it do?
2d6.
Yeah, you can even...
Whoa, 12.
12.
Oh,
What
keep
is
rolling.
Plus
18.
6, so 18.
Toughness 10, so that's 4.
2 raises.
Yeah, there you go, thank you. So, shaken again and 2 wounds. So... Oh, he has to make a vigor roll right away, and if he fails, he just disintegrates and dies.
Yep.
That's why I was just trying to get the 1 through.
I keep forgetting that it's that serious. Alright, vigor roll is d12. So, does he die?
Botch. No.
He's good. Oh yeah, if he botched, he can't spend a Bane to re-roll. He just dies because you can't do that. Oh, and he has a wild die. I should have rolled 2, but I forgot.
Okay.
And he doesn't instantly die. So he takes he takes shaken and 2 wounds, so he has to roll to ablate, which
So-
is a vigor.
So you're spending the Benny to do the soak, yeah. The vigor check with your wild card, because wild card, and you can...
And wildcard is d6, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done wildcard rules ever, so. Okay, so he got
1 raise.
a raise.
So
Oh.
it means he removes 2 of those.
So he's shaken.
No, 1 raise means.
A success means you remove 1 damage. Raise means you remove another.
And if you have no damage, you're not shaken.
Yeah. So, nothing.
Alright, yeah, he's fine. But he's only down to 4 pennies.
Oh, we see spend 1.
Wee.
Okay.
Alright, Leo Delisnia's turn. As your lightning gun crackles through the air and shreds his stomach. or his heart, I guess.
I'm going to use my action card, Adrenaline Surge,
Ah,
and I'm going to take a turn, and I'm going to do it again.
do it.
Full auto to the chest.
Do it. Oh,
Two explode this time. So I'll do them separately. 6. That
That's
goes
What?
8.
9.
9.
6 and an 8. 6 and
But-
9. What minus?
Minus 2. So 4 and a 7.
6. Yeah, 4 and 7, which means both of them hit.
both of them hit for base damage.
Yeah, so he's got to do a vigor check to avoid getting disintegrated.
Then we go to damage town.
Yeah.
I think you need to. Don't you?
No,
actually need
just
to-
hitting does it.
Oh, just hitting.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hit him, shoot him in the heart.
Okay.
That's the trick.
Wait a minute. I fucked this up.
Yeah.
A vampire hit with a cold shot to the heart has to make a vigor roll versus the damage total.
Oh.
Wait a minute. What was your damage the last time?
18.
It was 18.
Fuck. Okay, so he had to spend a penny to re-roll.
Yeah. D12 and D6. Yeah.
Uh-oh. He has to spend a penny to re-roll. Uh-oh. He has to spend a penny to re-roll.
Cow prodded to death.
Oh, you killed him.
Full auto to the
A
heart.
single shot to the heart. A single shot to the heart killed him because you did so much damage. I didn't understand how that worked.
That's good.
All right, guys. So that was a harrowing, quick 5-second fight where everyone took a bunch of damage, and then a lightning gun blows him through the chest, and he crumples to the ground.
Science, fuck yeah. I guess I'll tend to wounds now, maybe.
Hit that
Um,
golden hour.
I mean, the environment isn't very hospitable to that. The environment is full of danger.
Okay.
Let me put something on. Okay, guys. So you were fighting an ancient vampire, and then a lightning gun destroyed it.
Told
You
you
are
it's a great weapon.
You are still in a psychic maelstrom where a nightmare whale is acting out its horrific nightmares.
I guess we should dash to get under the.
Let's grab Gerard and get the hell out of here.
Would the vampire have anything?
Oh yeah, dude. You could harvest the vampire's organs for money.
Oh no.
You can. It's really valuable.
Yeah.
Some of its organs have turned to like gemstones and stuff. I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up.
I with the code of honor can't really harvest.
Oh, you have a code of honor.
Yeah.
Ooh wee.
You know, he wasn't, registered donor and what have you, so.
All right. Well, you could crawl your way back to the Myconids.
Yeah.
Like you don't even have to go through the Gilgamesh. You can just crawl through where the
Yeah.
little Myconid guys are.
They have healing stuff.
Yeah. So how long does that take, Devin?
Oh, it takes. Oh fuck. Crawling 2 hours.
Okay.
So that's 1 hour from your lantern and 1 hour from mine.
Okay.
So you guys crawl through the tunnel, wounded, with Gerard and Priscilla in tow, and make your way back to the tiny donut-shaped cave where the mushroom people are.
I told them we'd be back broken and bleeding.
Yeah, well, that psychic maelstrom rages in that cave system.
So I will introduce myself to Gerard.
I think this might be the high note to end it on, and
Sounds
we can
good.
get to Gerard and Priscilla next week.
Sounds
What do you
good.
guys think?
Yeah.
Good enough. Unless we tend to our wounds in the whole tunnel.
I mean, no, you can't. There's no room.
I mean, it's 4 feet. It's good enough.
How
It's
much room
not
do you
good
need
enough.
to suture a leg?
Hmm?
All right. Well, I think at that then we'll switch to non-combat music. That was amazing. Vampires are weak as Braditz is.
I mean, good thing we know how to shoot in the heart and whatnot.
George Leo Delisney was a bitch.
I mean, just our little guy here is really good at murdering everything.
It's shocking
Yeah.
how good arcane backgrounds are.
Magic is good. But
Magic is power.
Magic weapons.
But it was aiming in full auto, because that -4 is harsh when you're just rolling a d4 as you're shooting.
Yeah, I imagine it is. So, I think then, now that you've found Gerard Delisney, I can finally start getting some goddamn answers about all this crazy stuff that's going on, and maybe leave the dream caves.
Maybe.
Probably, actually.
That's nice. Unless we bleed out here.
Unless you bleed out and die and become vampires. Eaten by coral children. So, I was Devin,
Tyler?
Kevin?
And Peter.
and this is sponsored by Nobody, signing off.